Hey. Hi, friends.
Hello.
Good to see all of you. Well, I guess we can't see you. But I've heard from some of you that it's been, well, I think I was talking with Lisa, who said, well, it's easy to forget that, maybe I shouldn't give a call or something because, well, people are seeing us every day. So hopefully you're enjoying seeing us every day.
Yeah, hopefully that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I guess it's free choice. We'll never know if you're not watching us every day, and we won't be offended. We'll all be okay.
Oh my gosh. I wanted to jump in and say that, again, I want to thank a fair amount of you have made some donations to our mission, and some of you have not left your email. So I just get this little thing from PayPal that has a name, and sometimes the names are not the same as YouTube names. Everybody that has done that, thank you so much. I want to just personally thank you here, and I'm sorry that I haven't written back to each of you personally, which I do if there's an email, but if there's not, sometimes there's no way for me to figure out who it is. And if you do leave something and your YouTube name is different than your PayPal name, for instance, if you leave your YouTube name, then that's super helpful because we can know who it's coming from.
We have so much gratitude. And I also just have so much gratitude for this community that we have, where people are sharing so many things with each other, keeping us, each of us, lifted up, buoyed up, with just good thoughts, good stories, and also sharing some of the hard stuff. You guys got to see Mirabelle really struggling a little bit because, coming back from Hawaii, which we didn't really have a home there necessarily, and then coming back and not having a home. So I know each of you is struggling with different things out there too, and the fact that you're doing that so gracefully, to suffer gracefully is also a beautiful gift to the world. Though we didn't come here to talk about suffering. I don't know where that came from. Sorry about that. We came to talk about something we talk about a lot,
which is media. And you've heard this from us before. Take a media fast. And we're going to suggest today that you take just a 1-day media fast. But here's the reason why. This is a super poignant time to do it. All these mindful things, if we're just immersed in our usual life, mindfulness can step in, but then it gets swamped over by our usual distractions. When we are in a time of crisis, when we're in a time of great joy, great sadness, anything that pulls us out of that ordinariness, that gives us the potential to have insight into our mind's activity. And we're all getting a prolonged experience of differentness. And for many of us, we're probably starting to flirt with that area of it starting to feel like a new temporary normal. And that's when our mind can start getting into grooves again. So this is a cusp. This is a great chance to have this insight into our minds. A day, just 1 day.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be that you can't call a friend. We've been calling some of our friends and family every day. How have you been? What have you been doing today? Just checking in. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the news. We're talking about movies, things like that, so that you have a chance to step away for a little bit. Notice how much you may want that. Like, what's happening today? What are people saying? I mean, trust me, if the ships are leaving for Mars, a friend of yours will call you and tell you if it's that important. So it isn't as though you're going to miss leaving the planet, or the big exodus. And it is a great opportunity to just, again, have that awareness. Notice, oh gosh, what does it feel like if I'm not checking on facts all the time, or I'm not, making friends with Netflix any more than I already have? And to see, and maybe there can be a little bit of stillness, or maybe there can be a whole bunch of spontaneity. Maybe you'll decide, who cares about the package that the school sent for the kids today? Today's we're just going to have fun. And there's a gift in all of that, and that's stepping away.
This brings up a problem. Do they get to...
A challenge? I prefer
this
challenge.
is a problem. This is horrible. Do they get to watch their ReWild U video? Their daily ReWild U video?
Oh gosh, what do we say? What do you think?
I mean, ideally then there should be 0 views on tomorrow's video for a whole day.
Oh, well, that's not going to be true because some people are going to come in, they're not going to have seen the video, and they'll be behind.
True.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should.
Yeah, and just do 2 the next day. So what if you just took one day from morning to evening and did no YouTube, no movies, no news, nada. And what does that feel like? You will, I guarantee you will get insight into your mind's activity and into the role that media is currently playing in your life. It's a cool thing to just try out, and it's just one day. I had a dream the other night. You mentioned going to Mars, about the aliens coming. It made me think that there's not a whole lot, I mean, a pandemic or aliens coming. What else is going to bring the whole world
Yeah, what
together?
else influences everybody else everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, good question. Zombie apocalypse, I think.
Yeah, that would do it.
Well, we encourage you to try this, and we just did one the other day. It was so interesting. We ended up going on this huge, long, like 5-hour hike through the woods. It was a beautiful day. And at first I noticed my mind kind of thinking, oh, well, when we get back, I should check and see just to make sure. I want to be informed. But when I got back, I had felt so good and so satisfied. And I thought, gosh, if I didn't know any better, this could be almost any day, any time in history, anywhere, just a day outside. And that felt really nice to have that moment of just kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Brain's not working right now, but that sense of timelessness felt really neat.
Yeah.
So we encourage you to try it too and tell us what you experience.
By the way, I didn't hold to that completely, I have to admit, because I did get on and answer emails and comments and
it's
such.
more challenging for Kenton because he is the person who goes out there, communicates with you, makes sure that you have another video for the next day. And some of our people that we're contacting, it's on the computer.
No excuse. I fell.
Oh no. Anyway, tell us what you think, what you try, what you notice.
Oh. All right, my friends. And we're going to be in the same outfit, same position. We're going to do 2 videos today.
Deja vu.
Yeah, so here it is. Love to you all.
So
And
much gratitude.
we'll talk with you tomorrow.
Or not.
Or not.
Or not.
Or not.
The next day. Bye. Bye.